Poleni watu wa Simat. Yes, nilikuambia kuna mtu anafanana kama Samuel Eto'o. Amevaa suti sharp. I have never seen Eric Bengi in a suit in my entire 9 years career in sports. And I was trying to put the face to the guy who trains, who says anakuanga anafanana na dust akiendesha hiyo gari yake Subaru N10. Eric Bengi, of course, is a former two-wheel drive champion together with his navigator Tuta Mionki. Tuta Mionki is not new to these screens. Karibuni sana.
Thank you.
Niliona when I was looking at your Facebook page, you know just the way ladies are, yeah?
Yeah.
They never miss to take pictures here and then. Umechukuanga sana. How was Mombasa for you? How was the rally? Will you enjoy?
Kabisa.
How was the N10 and 12 performing?
It was flying. It was flying and sliding through the mud because some sections were wet, sliding through the dust in the dusty areas, and flying over bumps and jumps.
So you're very lucky. I'm sure you'll bring your car back in one piece.
Yes, it came back in one piece.
Must have.
Yeah, we were happy about that.
Eric, let me ask. Just before you came here, you said that Tuta talks a lot. Akisoma pace notes.
1,000 words per minute.
Okay, how do you guys? Of course, we have some shots of you being in racing in Mombasa. I think my director never should show. Yani, how do you guys deal? How do you deal with Tuta in that cockpit? Iko hapa ndo hapa ndani. Sasa nyinyi ndio mnaendesha. As in, I know you switch off that intercom, yeah, Tuta, and you just drive.
No. You definitely need to be with you. Yeah. You actually need to hear each and everything that she's saying to know which corner is coming, what is the severity, what angle to approach at. So those are the notes that she keeps on calling. But there are so many, like this event, there are so many, I can tell you. So to keep that car, that pace, you really need to be very, very attentive.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Tuta, do you ever get scared? I was looking at how your feet were responding to the movements of the car. You never get scared when you're there? Because me, when a car is moving so fast, unataka ushikilie kachuma fulani. I mean, how is that feeling in that cockpit, in that car? Me, scared.
The funny thing is that people tell us, you are moving so fast, but when you're inside the car, you actually don't feel it. I have a few buttons at my feet that I control with my feet. So
which buttons? Kuna buttons zingine kwa hiyo navigator?
Yes, I have a wiper.
Okay.
His hands are busy.
Yeah,
there's no time to. Yeah, then I have the horn.
Okay.
Yeah, just in case you meet some
cows
or some animals. A few border borders.
Yes.
And I also have our halder. What do you call it? The trip meter, which I have to keep resetting. So using my foot, because I'm holding my notes, I also don't have.
And unaangalia hapo chini kuna kamugu. Lakini right now, of course, your leg is still training. Haina kazi mingi sana. Tuta, of course, your growth has been very tremendous from the two-wheel drive now to the big boys and the ladies. I should call you a big lady. That's a bit disrespectful.
No.
She's a big girl.
She's a big girl.
As
in, how has it been so far, being a lady in a world full of men? The likes of Eric.
It's the growth, like you said, we're actually feeling it because we've moved. We were joking on our way down to Kilifi in, I think, 2013. We had so many entries, and I think we were starting position 40 something. This time our start position was 4th, and it was almost unbelievable. That's how far we've come. So you can't ignore some of these things when you look back, and it's taken time to learn, and you're still learning and to grow. Unfortunately, the 15 ladies maybe I started with in 2013 are no longer in the sport because of various reasons, and would like to see them come back. I'm feeling a bit lonely. So.
I know, definitely. But while with Eric around, you can't be lonely.
But something else she's not telling you, she's actually very talented, very disciplined, and very, very focused.
Wow.
Thank you.
I can tell you. I can tell you for sure, on the day of Recce, we wake up at 5:30. We are off on the road at 6:30. On the training day, we are off for training at about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and we spend a whole day. So even in terms of dedication, in terms of time investment, I think she's very disciplined. Let her tell you that is what has brought her up this much.
Most definitely, also with the career that you have. Because, you're not depending on motorsport, Tuta.
Yes,
I'm sure people need to understand that they have to juggle between the two.
Yes, yes. We have our full-time day jobs that pay bills, our bread and butter.
Yes.
This basically, for me, is a place where I go and relax and reset and, you know, to come back for a new week.
Yani ni hobby yako.
Yes, it's a hobby.
It's a hobby,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, tunaishi Kenya. Yeah, but I was looking at how you performed in Mombasa. Do you think, do you think where we are in terms of sponsorship, and as in, is there a challenge, in your own opinion? Now, usichome picha. In terms of the title sponsorship, because we had the likes of KCB coming in, but now they're on and off. Is that a challenge?
There's a
to
huge
the entire
challenge.
thing, yeah?
There's a huge challenge, and I think it's to the whole fraternity, motorsport fraternity feels it. Like I mentioned, in 2013, we'd have 60, 80 entries sometimes. He'll tell you about a time, I think he started position 70.
74.
Yeah. We are now...
Out of 74?
Out of about
76,
82, 80, yeah.
82 there.
We don't have those numbers anymore. I think this season, this last Kilifi rally had the highest number of entries at 25. Some of the things that we feel have become a challenge without the title sponsor is find that we are getting a lot of events being cancelled for various reasons. Maybe clubs can't afford to run the events. We have the number of drivers has definitely gone down. There are a lot of people, those 80 cars, the balance is parked somewhere in people's garages and at home because they can't afford to rally. The entry fee has gone up. We used to pay about 12,000. Now it's anything from 32 to almost 50,000 per event. So it's definitely a huge challenge. Yeah.
And Eric, of course, we are looking towards the hosting one of the rounds of the World Rally Championship or a pilot round of. I mean, with this kind of challenges, getting into that, we are starting on a wrong foot.
Maybe yes, maybe no. But what I would say, we still have a bit of time to put our house in order. We can clean up a lot of things and get things running. Number two, we really need to come together as a fraternity and as a sport. Support each other, share ideas, and see how best to improve the sport. There's a lot of potential in this sport. To me, you know, from when I was a small kid, I used to watch rallies. From a tourism perspective, I think this can be one of the largest crowd pullers. Look at what happens in Dakar. Look at what happens in other WRC rounds. There are so many people who travel from all over the world just going to watch a rally. People learn a lot. I mean, you have a perfect excuse to even travel to other places. And that, I think, is how we need to market Kenya. If I were the Minister for Sports today and Tourism, I would actually be very, very interested in this sport. It's an international event. Look at Olympics, same thing. Or Africa Games. They pull in a lot of people. And that's the kind of thing we need as a country. Really, there's a lot that we can improve on. But in terms of our housekeeping, we have not lost it all. There's a lot that we can still do. Yeah. It's just to know that, yes, we are not on the right footing. There's something that we can do about it. And then we take positive steps to do it.
True to that. Tuta, what does your family think about you rallying? Have they accepted and moved on? Or you just shoved it down their throats? As you guys, you are, you know, jipange.
Actually, when I started rallying, I'd just come from long, what do I call it, medical break from a road accident. So they were not too excited about it. Just come from a car accident and you're getting into it. But right now, my biggest cheerleaders, I call them my prayer warriors. If I don't call them after an event, they're not sure whether to call or not because they don't know how we did. Did you do well? They worry sometimes if the car breaks down, like last season when we had too many mechanical issues. So what's the problem? You feel like they want to come and fix the car for you. So they're excited about it. They are happy and I feel the support.
And Eric, I mean, I'm sure, we're any boys. I mean, you are the head of the family. They tow or they ship out?
No, not really. Surprisingly, my wife is very, very supportive to my sporting career. My children are very, very excited. Every time we go for an outing, they want to know, have you come with a trophy? And they hold those trophies and, you know, they cheer and say, you know, I'm a champion just like my daddy. And that also gives you a lot of motivation. My parents actually very silently follow what we are doing, event after event.
Yeah.
And like yesterday, I was talking to my dad, and he told me, "Congratulations, you did very well in Mombasa." I asked him, "Why did you see?" I don't mean, no. I have my ways of finding out.
information.
My brothers, everybody, they intuit, they come to support. They are very, very supportive, and they get very excited, especially when they see we are progressing, we are advancing, and we are doing better and better in the championship.
Most definitely. Tuta, Menengai have, I don't know how much, how grateful you can be to Menengai, and how much they have contributed to sports, not only motorsport.
Yes,
they
yes.
have in rugby and other sports.
Definitely. There's no saying how much. You can't measure the contribution. There's much more than just the financial bit that keeps us going. You know, there's support from it's a large team of drivers. We have 5 cars, both from Menengai and Cabras. And those are now the big boys. So just that influence and them talking to us and the guidance has been major. And like you said, in sports generally, with rugby and everything else, what words do you use to say thank you?
It's true.
I mean, I can't find
Yeah,
words.
Menengai, of course. Menengai ni watu wazuri. They have very good friends there. Niliona pia lebo ya Cabras. So it's one family that you
It's
guys-
one family.
It's one family.
So nyinyi na the
Yeah,
Cabras
I keep
team.
on saying that they were God sent. They came to us at a time that we really, really needed that boost. Menengai is a brand even my children talk about. They are pretty young, but they talk about it. That's the first thing they know how to pronounce. I mean, I can't say. They have been more than supportive in all ways, both financial, advice, I mean, everything.
How long are you going to be in rally? I just wonder. How long do you think you two will be partners?
For as long as
I'm
we can.
poach. Because I'm sure Tuta is very good in reading her notes. You might lose her one of these fine days.
Look, I will not be jealous if she told me that she's moving on to WRC or to a higher level in the sport.
Yeah.
Because we are here to serve our time and advance to better places. But we are in this for as long as we can. Yes, you know, you never know what it's going to be tomorrow, but we are committed to be there.
Yeah.
We have old guards like Ian. They have been there from, I think, 1990s. And even when he comes for an event, he does very well. So these are our hobby, as she said, and we want to be there for the long haul.
Okay. And Tuta, I'm sure utamaliza haraka.
Yeah.
2 years timeline?
No, there's no timeline.
In 10 seconds before tufukuzwe kwa studio.
No,
you think you'll be there for long?
There's no timeline. It's something that I love doing, that I would love to do for as long as that's in God's plan for my life. And whatever God's plan is, I'm sure it's the best plan. So I always look for, keep on going, yeah.
Tuta Mionki, navigator for Menengai Rally Team. Inakuwa Menengai Oil.
Menengai
Oil
Cream.
Rally
Menengai
Team.
Cream.
And also Eric Bengi, the driver. They can always, unajua, can shift. Bengi anaweza kuwa navigator, Mionki anaweza kuwa driver, depending on mood swing kwa hiyo cockpit. Of course, thank you very much, Menengai, for allowing your ambassadors to come over. They're doing very well. Currently, they're on 4th on the standings. They finished 4th during the Mombasa Rally. They're headed to Nanyuki Rally. I'm sure with their N12 Subaru, psyched up for that. We'll be behind you. Thank you for making time. It's always a pleasure. And of course, that's where we wind up K24 Sports Up. Thank you for watching at Kwalanda, at K24 TV. Tony Kwalanda on Facebook, Tony Kwalanda on YouTube. Tony Kwalanda is the name. Bye for now.